What's up everyone, hope you're all doing well. So today is the big day and I have just gotten home from the cinema after seeing Alien Romulus, the new Alien movie that just came out today. So what I'll do is just give my sort of initial impression and thoughts after having literally just seen it about an hour or so ago. So overall, I would probably say I did enjoy the movie, but not quite as much as everybody else seems to, because basically everyone else I've seen talking about it says it's like amazing, and there was even like reviews from like outlets even saying it's better than Alien and Aliens, which I wouldn't say it is. But mind you can't really expect much from mainstream critics, can you? Let's be fair. They'll just say anything stupid, really, won't they? Just to get some relevancy back. But I would say I did enjoy the film. It was good. So just to give you a quick rundown, I would say overall the story I did find that it was quite good. It was very sort of simple and sort of contained and like in quite a small sphere. It didn't really expand the whole universe really, but it did have some interesting connections to the earlier films. Something I would say is that the trailers showed too much, because they pretty much, like, as I said before at some point, I've said I thought that they were showing too much in the trailer, and they pretty much showed like what every scene, like what every environment looks like. So there wasn't really any new environments that I hadn't seen from the trailers, which was a little bit of a shame. The special effects were mostly good. Stuff like the xenomorphs and the overall creature design was very good, especially the xenomorphs and the face huggers. The face huggers were really good in this film, and there were loads of face huggers. Actually a couple surprises which I didn't exactly know about everything, so there was still some stuff that I wasn't expecting, which was cool. Despite me having seen the two main trailers and a lot of the small TV spot mini trailers as well. But yeah, the special effects mostly good. A little bit so some jankiness and low quality, mostly on the CGI stuff. But there was a part where I was like I was like rolling my eyes, it looked that bad. But on the whole, special effects was good. Mostly the practical was impressive. You can tell this does have, I think it had a small-ish budget as far as films go, and the a couple of parts where you get CGI is a bit telling of that. Probably like Prey, I would say, because that didn't have much CGI, but when it did, it did look a little bit ropey, didn't it? The characters were fine. None really stood out, really. None. I don't think they're really that memorable characters, but they were perfectly serviceable, I would say. And the action and horror was very good. This was a very action orientated movie. The sort of pacing got moving quite quickly. It did have that initial sort of build up where it introduces the characters and the world. I did like at the start they did a good job of world building with how things were on the mining planet where they are at the start, and they want to escape that. Just some little details and stuff in the dialogue and stuff. I thought they did a good job of that, because you really got, you could sympathise with them, why you would not want to live on this world your whole life, and you want to get away from it for greener greener pastures, is it, or something, whatever the saying is. And yeah, it did have some horror to it, but I wouldn't call it a scary movie by any means. The body horror and overall gore was pretty good. I'd say it's up there, one of the goriest Alien movies, especially when it comes to body horror. There were a few bits that I would say have outdone pretty much all the other films before, especially the body horror. Like I said before, that definitely tops a lot of what we've already seen in previous films. So what would I give it on a scale on the tier list between S tier or F tier? I would say Alien Romulus would score a B tier at the moment. I am actually going to see it again in a couple of weeks with my brother, so that can change your opinion a lot on a second viewing of a movie, especially Prometheus in particular, because that is a movie I didn't enjoy the first time, but then the second time I really enjoyed that film a lot. So I'll be interested to see if I sort of think maybe a bit higher or a little bit lower after a second viewing in a couple of weeks. So yeah, now for comparison, let's rank the other Alien movies, beginning with the original. Really good film, just overall classic, really good. The first film that got it all started off, so it's got to be S tier in it. Aliens as well. I watched this not too long ago because I reviewed it, and I had such a blast watching it. It's such a dope film even today. It's so entertaining and so fun and so bombastic. It's great, even though I've probably watched it like a dozen times. Still my favourite, definitely Aliens. Alien 3, I rewatched this not too long ago and reviewed it. I didn't hate it like I did before, but I just found it a bit boring, really. So, not a terrible movie, but I'd put that probably in D tier. Technically, it's not a bad film. I just found it a bit boring. I wasn't keen on the theme, the setting, the look of it, anything really. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I remember. So here's an interesting one actually, Alien Resurrection, because I remember just thinking it was tripe, but I actually watched this again the other week, and you know what? For what it is, just as a movie, it was actually quite fun, and I did enjoy watching it. Not the best as an Alien film, so I'd say probably between C and D tier I would put Alien Resurrection. I prefer it to Alien 3. Tell you what, no, because I put that in B, so I'll put this in D actually, because I wouldn't say that's fair. There's definitely more of a gap than just one between Romulus and Resurrection, so tell you what, I might move that to E, and then that halfway between D and E. That's a bit fairer, isn't it? Because it was a good movie, Romulus. It was definitely a good film. Alien vs Predator, I actually think is underrated. It kind of like Alien Resurrection. It's just a fun, entertaining film. I would say D for Alien vs Predator. AVP 2, not a very good film at all, but it has some cool action, and the Wolf Predator, which is like the coolest Predator, so I'd say the same for Alien Resurrection. Prometheus, this is the only other Alien movie that I saw in the cinema back in 2012, which I can't believe that was 12 years ago. It was actually the same cinema I went to just now to watch Alien Romulus as well. Actually, Prometheus, the first time I watched it, I wasn't impressed, but then the second time viewing it, I really enjoyed it and thought it was very good, so I placed it alongside Alien Romulus for now. After only having watched this once, I put it in B. but I do like Prometheus as well, so I put that in B as well. Alien Covenant, I only watched it once when it came out on Blu-ray, and I was just bored most of the way through. I don't even remember hardly anything from it. I'll have to rewatch that again, but from what I remember, I would probably put that in E, because like it's got good effects and stuff, but if a film's boring, then like, you know, what's the point of watching a film? So that's sort of my current standing on the Alien movies as of now, having just seen Alien Romulus. So how many Alien films are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Alien movies. Wow. So whenever the next one comes out, it'll be 10 Alien films, which is interesting. So let me know in the comments if you've seen Alien Romulus in the cinema, or whether you're planning to, or whether you're just going to wait for the home release. Or if you have seen it, then let me know what you thought about it. Actually, before I go, I will start working on my full review. I'll do a full real review for Alien Romulus. I should get that out tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that if that interests you. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.